going live on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, all the above really. So let me just minimize the other set. Just check. So okay, we are live on TikTok, we are live on YouTube. Let's just check the others as well, and then we're going to do a little audio test. Sorry about the cumbersomeness of this. Ooh. Second. Why is that rare? I need to rename that. Never mind. Okay, it's. Just gonna do that here a sec, so I can move that chat. So, multi-stream. Where's the old there? Edit this end of the stream. Okay, so I'm gonna say what I do need to do is get off and yeah, just go see that. So wonderful. Oh, damn, I saw you there. It's closed there. So for just. Sorry about this, guys. This is I always hate doing the startup channel, and we are looking at Wednesday Blender 3D. We are live, guys. We're live. Okay. So now we'll do another bit of magic here. Okay, I'm actually gonna move into frame. Oh, look at this! Look, you can see me. Hello. Yeah. To the out the inside. How you doing, UK? So I'm just gonna dim the volume down. This is sex in the horrible feedback. Cool. Right. Oh damn, that's coming out of my my tablet. There we go. Perfect. Okay, at least we know the sound is working. So welcome, you guys. We are doing a little bit of Blender today. So here I am with my trusty IDE. Is that all on screen? I think it's all on screen. Yeah, it looks good to me. So let's just keep that open. Right, anyone? I need to try and watch the chat, okay, guys? It's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna try and watch the chat. Bear with me though, because I am working on one screen at the moment. So yeah. So what I'm going to try and do here is for the 4th time, I guess. Oh, by the way, I'm actively monitoring the YouTube chat. I'll check on the Twitch and the TikTok, but to be honest, I don't tend to get great engagement from those. But YouTube seems to be the one that treats me nicely, so I'll give my priority to that one. Where I can. So yeah, fire your questions away. So this is been about sort of a crappy floor plan of the White Lotus that we see here, and what we're doing here is we're trying to remodel it again. Basically, I left the build of the White Lotus in Banter in a bit of a state. The materials are off. It all looks a bit crappy, to be honest. So I need to go back and sort of finish that off. And I've learned a few more Blender tricks. So let's see. This is like a 5th rebuild now, and I expect it won't be the last. But the great thing about the White Lotus is it is fundamentally a really simple build. There's not much to it, but the dimensions are important. So it's a simple build because it has to be. I wanted it to be quick loading. I wanted it to be oriented towards performances over complexity. Yeah. I mean, those of you who have been to the White Lotus in Horizons know the deal. There's more to it than meets the eye when you go in there. It does change on a daily basis in different ways, like vastly changes. I think we're getting the most out of these sort of the very bright sort of chin out loft at the moment. That seems to be very, very popular, so we're going with that quite a lot. But yeah, we know it can turn into any number of things, including sort of an EDM club with a laser show to a massive cathedral interior when we do Goth nights with hot tubs full of red congealed stuff, which obviously I will never say what that people interpret it as, because I'm sure that legally that's a bit grey. But you gotta be careful these days, right? So, but hey, so here we go. So this is an image. This is a reference image which I simply added in Blender. Useful trick if no one knows. You sort of Shift A, and then oh, I'm sorry, I need to come out of that mode. Shift A in the default layout view. And then you could actually add images and references. And when you add a reference image, that'll allow you to put in something. So what you're seeing here is actually a graphic of the previous implementation. Actually, that screenshot was taken from Unity, where I built the current version of the White Lotus. So I shall move out the way a little bit. Oh, I'm very, very tired, guys, so please do accept my apologies on the yawning and maybe the general ambling that I do here. Just position myself here. I thought we could just out of the way a bit because no one wants me in the middle of the picture. Okay, so who's suffering from the mumbling? So what we can see here that I've already sort of done is a sort of very loosely created outlines of the different areas. So we've got like here we've got the that's the main sort of pool, if you like, and then we've got the this is the terrace here. So yeah, it's all there, and I have also done it a subdivide on. If I tick on this a sec, you can see there's a subdivide on this wall here. And the one thing I don't really have at the moment is a side reference. I've got no way of checking if my heights are right at the moment. But to be honest, that's less of a concern. That's less of a concern right now. I think I can kind of wing it, he says. Yeah, so let's get on winging it then, eh? So, another nice trick that I like to use is that at the top here, you've got these, in edit mode, you've got these selections. So for example, like if I zoom in, you can see I can select individual vertices. Using that, or with the edge, I can tick on the edges, select them. Or of course, lastly with the faces, I can tick on the faces and select all faces, which is nice. But what a lot of people don't know is that if you shift click all of them, you can actually, you don't have to keep selecting if you don't want to. Like for example, I can just select an edge here, or I can select a single vertice, or if I select in the middle of a face, it can click it at the face as well. So yeah, so that's cool. I'm starting to think I do need a sideways reference. Oh god, I'm so tired. I can't stop yawning, guys. This is crazy. By the way, if you're out there, you're watching, if you're enjoying this so far, and you think you're gonna enjoy it, just smack that like button. Give me some feedback. Let me know you're actually watching and stuff. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna click into here, go into edit mode using tab. Now if I click in the center of here, I'm just gonna go to the side, and I'm actually going to I have no reference here, but I think sorry guys, I'm gonna just skip back to thingy a sec. So now I think this is nearly like 1 block high at the moment, so I'm gonna attempt feather right. So if I go extrude that face and then pull him up just on the Z axis, I'm gonna see he comes to about maybe here now. So this is remodeling the new dimensions of the Lotus, not the old, which the old one was model on the oh actually I'm sorry, no, this is model on the old. What am I saying? So if I just grab that and extrude it on the Z axis only, we'll take it up a little bit. Very up to here, and I think that's sound. So now if we just come back here, so what I would like to do is I would like to select the edge here. Oops, I'm sorry, I clicked vertex, that's not what I wanted. So we go on 1 and 2. You son of a gun. So, that's okay. What I'm gonna do is try and select this side and this side and this side. And what happens if I extrude these upwards? Oh, look at that, but we're all over the place. So I need to bring in some level of snapping, so I'm gonna use a technique known as vertex, sorry, it's side snapping I'm gonna use. Because I'm dragging sides, that does make sense. So I can see that in this box I've got edge. So what am I saying? Side. If edge stuff, if I now turn that on, and if I just activate that one more time, you should be able to see I'm now snapping that to there. See if I have a little close up. What we got? Yeah, I mean, it's done the job. It seems to have done the job, which is great. The other thing I'm going to do as well, which is important, I feel, for game engines, is in here. I'm going to turn off backface culling. And the reason I'm going to do that, sorry, I want to turn on backface culling. What am I even saying? Turn on backface culling. Because I want to see that the walls are visible on the interior only. Because there's no, like, when you port this into a game engine of any kind, it will cull the back faces, and the back faces are the non-normal sides. What do we mean by normals? Well, a face faces in a direction, and I'm pretty sure there was a way to actually turn that on somewhere, but it's not important to me as long as I can see that it's done that. This doesn't apply to this. This is an actual cuboid. Yeah, we're doing good with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is just have a look at the column height. So I'm going to just roughly say that is half, I think. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna loop cat. Jesus, my dimensions are all out here. It's about a third. So I'm gonna loop cat and slide on this. So how do I do that? I'm gonna press F3 and I'm gonna say loop cat. It has to be in edit mode, I'm sorry. That was gonna show all along. First things first, actually, I don't want this side. I've just realised because this side actually in the White Lotus is full of like a griddle, so I don't need to see that. So I'm going to say like faces. Here with the faces, and that shouldn't leave me with an additional side here, which it hasn't. That's good. So I've now got my sort of open sides. Lovely. Okay, so if I now do cat and slide. I gotta watch my brain with this one, guys. Is the stream going low quality on me? That's weird. We just side chat this. How's the quality of stream for you guys? Is it? Oh wow, it's going crazy. See if I picture quality and see if that works. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming to TikTok as well. So like, is anyone talking to me on TikTok? Live chat pop in. There we go. Hello. Great. How you guys doing? Alright, super. So, yeah, I'm going to play the approximation game. I'm not going to measure this, and I'm probably going to be very sorry about this, but again, the speed at which I should be working once I stop babbling on a bit onto myself should be faster. So let's see what happens. There it goes. So if we go S3, we go loop, cut, and slide. So what I want to do, I guess, is use commit skip out a sec to this. So I think I don't need to worry about the loop cut on the one side just yet. And we come back to the other, right? But I think proportionally, if I just jump here, let's say, I don't know guys, let's try. I think that's probably about right, isn't it? You know, I kind of only want to shade on the one shape, but I kind of don't want to do that. Let me just slam that down and then do it. Oh, can't really. So, can I just cut on one shape, two shape, and three shape? Can I do that? What if I say now, loop can slide? Can I just affect these shit? No, I can't. Kind of almost want to split this out. Yeah, I kind of want to split this out. This sort of makes sense. So if I just say this, and this. Yeah, I think S splits out. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's not that. Dang. Okay, it's a split. I can never remember. Oh wow. Alt and N? That's nuts. Okay, so Alt. Oh, I don't want to split the knot. No. How do I split? How do I separate? Separate faces from a mesh to another mesh. Because it's saying render separate all faces from a mesh. No, how to separate object to allocate faces from an object to become another object. Right. Press Y. Okay, right. So I don't know if this is right. If I see Y, what's that? No. Y? I don't know if that's worked. I don't know if that's worked. Oh, look at that. It kind of has, but it's still part of the same thing. Okay, no, I can dig that. That's fine. So now if I bring in a loop, cut and slide, and that was a cool trick. So loop, cut, and slide. Ah, sexy. That's exactly what I wanted. Look at that. Bong. So it's now only affecting just this one thing. So if I just loop, cut and slide there. Yeah, that's good. And then allows me to go ahead. Loop, cut. The aim at the moment, guys, is to keep the geometry simple because I'm gonna be doing more complex things with it, but keep it simple. And if you don't keep it simple at this stage, the rest is gonna be a fucking nightmare. So I'm just gonna say that should go about there-ish, I think. Probably. Yeah, I mean, I think that sounds about right. I don't know, let's stick it from here. I mean, yeah, that seems about right. It seems about right. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, okay, is to now this is a bit of a risk what I'm doing there because I'm not commanding my proportions very well, but I'm going to extrude this inwards. Okay, so if I extrude on the higher x-axis, I'm using the thing as a guide there. So, okay, I need to undo that, man. Oh, I need to turn off snapping. Okay, so that's important. So what I do is I do that again on the x-axis. In we go, and I can kind of see where that's extruding to just here. So that's lovely, and I think that's probably about right, to be honest. So we now have our so inset that, and the columns, of course, will go along here when it comes to them. So that's cool. So the next thing I need to do really is, I think, slide this and maybe, let's put it down. Is that a potential Z rip opportunity there? I can't work it out, I'm not sure. I get the feeling that actually this shouldn't be here, so I'm going to try deleting him. So I'm going to say delete faces. So I think the back wall should be the face there, not that. So just delete and faces, and that kind of opens that up a bit. And then I'm gonna, yeah, okay. Maybe I should have left that there actually. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave that in there. That seems about right. Cool. Oh, hey, look at that, we've got some shadowing coming in here as well. Yeah, this would be cool when we sort of run shadow baking on it and everything. It'd be nice. But we're far from that point. We're still great boxing at the moment, so focus. Something I want to get familiar with as well is you can make separate objects in Blender, but then you can link them to pull them in. So for example, you make a drinking cup that you want to put that drinking cup in sort of 8 places, where you have the one that's just linked in, and it means if you make any changes to an external file, it should in theory update it and pull it in. And the reason why that's important with static objects, guys, when you come to light bake, you do want the object to sort of, cast shadows or emissions or whatever, and what have you. I'm just gonna sort of nervously hit Control S to save that. So making good progress. I'm not super happy though with this line here right there. I feel like that kind of crept up on me. What is that line? Oh no, that's okay. That's an axis line. That's not an actual split. I can verify that with selecting oops. Faces. Then you can see it's actually it counts as one face. So now that's me. I'm just worrying. Don't worry about me. Oh man, I need to wake up. So I bought Aloe Moves on but I didn't buy them on a free trial of Aloe Moves on Quest, and that's like holographic yoga. It's really strange, right? Because like as you're sort of on the floor doing your yoga with your VR headset on, which is strange in itself. But you got like a holographic sort of yoga lady next to you, sort of like doing a whole like child's pose and all that downward doggy nonsense. I do believe in yoga. I'm sorry, it's just that the namings kind of get me sometimes. Downward dog. Yeah. But yeah, no, she's like properly going for it next to you, and you just sort of like doing your own shit. I'm gonna properly have a go at that actually, because I need to get back onto doing yoga. I used to really enjoy doing yoga, and it's one of the sort of relaxing forms of exercise that, don't get me wrong, I love going to the gym and doing resistance training. I think that's important, and that's something I've also fallen off the wagon a little bit with. But yoga was just great for general flexibility, and just, I always kind of called it like lazy exercise, because even though, don't get me wrong, some elements of yoga are incredibly tough, it's generally done in your own pace, your own time. There's no fixed sort of rules around how many reps you should do, and even just freaking relaxing on the floor is part of it, right? But it's almost an essential part, because like girls lead such busy lives that almost learning to shut off is kind of like an exercise in itself. And I like that. Okay, what I would like to do here is, if possible, convert that into one face. Can I turn it into one face just to keep the sort of complexity down? I'm gonna try it. Can I? Oh, look at that. Don't know. Is that a clever idea? Should it really go now? We'll find out. I gotta steal it. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna come back and check that in this mode so I can see. So that's fine. That's fine, guys. So what I'm gonna do now is probably put a loop cut into this. So, let me just check this a sec. Yeah, this is the one. So if I do like a loop cut and slide here, what I should be able to do is cut a really nice little seam, just too thick, but there. I think that's gonna do it nice. Great. Okay, so what I need to do now is go into oh yes, sorry, there's one last thing that I need to do here. I think. Oh shit, this would have been easier if these were collected. But that's okay, I can use edge snapping to do this. Yeah, I can use edge snapping, that's not a major problem. So if I just go into here and say like loop, loop cat and slide, we're actually gonna, I didn't really want to apply it to the whole thing, to be honest. We can sort it out, because what I need to do is to move the mouse wheel up a little bit, and now it's got a really nice sort of, division here, I guess. Okay. Oh no, oh yeah, let's leave that as is. And then what I want to do is I want to move this. Actually, let's just do a loop selection. So let's I think that's Control Shift and A. Yeah, Control Shift and A on these two new loop cuts. And I want to, if I look down, I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest, but I want to scale. Yeah, I want to scale them on the x-axis only. So I'm going to try this, right? You can see like that's not what I want. But if I say, hey, on this x-axis only, that allows me to move them inwards, which is quite a neat trick to sort of manage your geometry effectively. So that little door is going to be not super wide, but not small. It is a stage door. So if I just sort of move that into about there, and then bush, nice. And then now I've made that cut on this bit here, I'm going to, you see it's one-sided, that's absolutely fine. I fully intend that sufficient use of geometry to have only the sides that people can actually see visible. So what I need to do is I need to go into face selection here, and I'm truly unthinkable, I'm going to delete the face. 1 and 2, right. And then I'm gonna 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna join these. So there's J. No, so was it Ed? No, that was split, wasn't it? As he join. Can I join faces? Oh, I'm sure he just did this. Oh no, it was the F key to make a single face, wasn't it? So that's cool. That's basically turned all those into a single face. So again, we've just made that geometry a lot simpler. So whilst edge loops are great for sort of getting set up, actually it's pretty effective to then convert them to see your face, unless they don't want to be. But it just makes things a bit easier. So now if I go edge selection on this, okay, let's say edge selection here and here. So I'm being really natural. Like, oh god, what is going on there? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's interesting. Why is that not joined all those edges together? Or is this a mistake that I've just been making? Wow, that's crazy. Let me just try that. So if I say like F3 and is it merge? Is it normal's merge? No. Merge. Does it collapse? Oh, look at that. That's not what I wanted at all. Gosh. Yeah, this might have all been a big mistake. Which is interesting, okay. But that's fine. Maybe if I just carry on with half-length, we're gonna see what's gonna happen now. And if I really have screwed this up, then, you know, whatever, screwed it up. What do you want? So, alright. So if we now extrude upwards on the Z-axis, we've got a nice sort of, forcing it again, I'm a little off here, so I don't know what I'm aiming for. If I just go sideways, what have I got? I can't see much from that side. Let's flip it. I think I can't see much from that side either. Okay. Yeah, sure. So if I just G and let's keep going up a little. Okay, great. And then actually technically I want the room height. Nice. So let's just G and Z. And maybe if I snap this a sec to the edges. G, oh shit, didn't mean to press F. Control Z. G and whoa, that's amazing. Okay, so G and Z, I can snap that to actually that height, which I believe is good. But then I've got a problem here. And then I actually need to split these lines and fill in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and introduce, if I can, a loop cut. I'm going slightly outside of my ability levels here. There would be. So what I want to do though is first of all just take away this. If I've just introduced some sort of horrible here, so he's taken away the lines, which leads me to believe that's okay, but touch now. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to introduce on this subject, and if I can, a loop cut. And slide again. Oh, that's interesting. Like, so, oh, he does it on the one side. Oh, okay, that's not at all what I want. Let me just bring that together if I can. Cool. And then we'll try it again. So, loop, cut, and slide. Okay, I mean, sure. Not a major problem. So just put that in there and I can see like no. Yeah. Minus not quite. 1. Fine. Okay, sure. Loop, cut, and slide. She's gonna be minus 0. Oh, 4, 1, no. Iris 0. 4? I don't even know. She's gonna do that. If I can just pop over here, but can I? Oh, I can snap it. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. So I don't need to worry about that crap. That's such a good day. That's such a good day. Okay, Fred. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna delete can you delete this face? Here, you don't need it. Save faces, yes. I'm gonna delete this face. Help it. And then we are going to go back to edges. We're gonna click on this, we're gonna click on that, we'll see make a face. Okay. And then we're gonna come down here and do the same thing on this little under bit. Yeah, I don't know if this is the most efficient way of doing it, but whatever. We're doing it. Come on now. Okay, good. I'm good. Face that. I hope that was the right way. Let's, I mean, if I look down, I can see see-through, so I believe the normals are correct there, which is fine, dudes. Okay, that's lovely. So I think we've done that. We've blitzed it. Let's just check the chats and see if anyone's saying hello. It's Paddy with a question. Yes, Paddy. Anyone else say anything? Gosh, yeah, TikTok's a strange one, guys. It's yeah, it's a very strange one. So what I now need to do, I'm going to use these as a guide to actually cut a hole in this, but it's a different shape, don't forget. So we've actually got the dressing room now is kind of done. I haven't done the top on it though, actually. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go back and do that. So if I just jump in. And also, yes, Paddy, I am. And if you're interested, jump onto my YouTube channel. I do have a tutorial on how I do it. So, yeah. Because I knew people would ask that question. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Okay. So, I need to edit this object. I need to select. I set the vertices. I don't think there's any. If I do that round. Okay, just need to. No, I'm gonna set the edges. Sorry, my bad. So edge 1 to edge 2, to edge 3 to edge 4 to edge 5 to edge 6, edge 7 to edge 9. Sure. And then I think I just closed that with the face. I did. So we've now got a roof on that. And the good thing about that roof, guys, is that it shed. And I'm gonna test this. It should let me drag it up and down, which is lovely. I have to gin up thingy for that to work with. So G and Z. So if I wanted to reshape that, it's quite easy now for me to do that. Which you go select the face and off we go. And hopefully that's going to work with the imports when I pull that into Blender, into Banter, into Unity and then into Banter. Until helping. Oh, right. Oh, man, I kind of need a drink. I've been talking so much. Someone get me a drink. A beer or a Coke, no. What's social at this time of day? So right, what we're going to do here is we're going to go into... Come out of the object, select this one. We're going to go into, I think it's loop and slide again. I think the dimensions are right. So loop, cut, and slide. Bridge edge, so that's kind of cool. So loop, cut, and slide is going to be just on here. But we need to turn on snapping now, okay? So we'll say, yeah. Oh, I need to constrain this to the x-axis only, actually. So I think one side was that central. don't know, hang on. I'm gonna slip to X-ray a sec. So if I say come down here, you see, grab it, X-axis and snap it onto here, and I think that's good. So now if I do the same thing over thinking a sec. I'm gonna undo that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that, whatever the hell tip it was. I think it was shear face Y. So if I just take face Y shear, which is this object, oh shit. Yeah, this is, oh no, that's face Y. If I press Y there, then I should be able to S3 loop loop cancel, okay? So we're gonna just go, yeah, like that. Okay, and then three loop cancel. Cool. Let's try again. So G constraint on the X, and then okay, we've got that time. And then what we do is we go into F3, loop cancel. Oh no, undo. Oh no, oh she did it. Oh yeah, so then just come this way, and then let's a right. I'd say loop cat and slide. We hold your hand, or do it right there if we can. Look from down here, so if I for G, and oh no, what's it and we do it on the Z axis this time, so we're gonna match this. Oh, what to go might slip there, I'm not sure. You gotta have precision, otherwise you end up with empty gaps. You don't like ID gaps. Hey, you don't like it. Not that I'm saying all gaps are ugly, some gaps are beautiful. Hey, yeah. Cool. Alright, so, oh, by the way, if anyone's watching on TikTok, please feel free to hit the share button, it does help me. If you're watching on YouTube, please press like, and hey, if you're on Twitch, I don't know, have a cake or something, or hit follow or subscribe, or whatever the hell they call it, and I'm trying to watch all these channels, but it's tricky, okay, wonderful, so, here we go. We now have ourselves a wonderful door. Well, actually, no, I haven't done the last bit, so I'm going to punch a hole in it. Here we go. Ready? Yeah, select the face. I'm going to click this box here. There we go. We're just going to delete only the face, okay? Boop. So now if I come into, whatever the hell, tin off thingamabobby mode, X-ray, you can now see that is our doorway, okay, so that's been sculpted quite nicely. No, mystified as to, oh no, that's okay, I can see the scene because I'm not in that other object. As soon as I click in here, you can see it. That's fine. That makes sense. So, I'm just going to hit save on that, and I think we are ready to cut some more holes and things. So, I am going to need that drink, guys. Bear with me. Just a sec. What time is it anyway? This isn't... I always say this isn't going to be a long stream, and then 3 hours later I'm still here. I hope it's kind of useful, fun, informative so far. If it's not, please let me know. If it is, please let me know. I do respond well to all kinds of constructive and reinforcing criticism. Useless criticism and literal-minded takedowns I do not react to. So be welcome to try that. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go grab a can of Pepsi. It's cherry Pepsi Max, actually. Delicious. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see, come back. Let's check. Sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. So onward we plough. So we've just quickly sort of dimensioned some stuff together based upon the old model. A lot of it is not visible in the reference image, obviously, which is you know, a bit of a shame, but there we go. It is where it is. So this bit of fun trivia for you. This previous model was actually made in ProBuilder in Banter. And I'm a fan of ProBuilder. I need to doubtlessly spend more time with it, of course. But oh, hey Hannah, how you doing? Cool. Wow, TikTok's sexy user retention, doesn't it? So never mind, keep it rolling. Just won't bother checking the chat if no one's talking. This will look here and then sound. Let's see if stream works. Hey, it's which is on Twitch. Sorry, I might have missed your message. I was giving priority to TikTok today, which was probably a stupid idea because TikTok is really a damn streaming platform, and I'm going to say that while I'm streaming to TikTok, of course, because they've given me 2 community violations already for absolutely no reason at all, which makes me wonder that no one is at the wheel of TikTok. I think it's asleep. So, there we go. Strong feelings. Let them all out. But yeah, and I think YouTube seems to be doing a much better job. Twitch seems to have problems as well. I think Twitch is great if you're part of one of these sort of affiliate sort of hassle groups, but I'm not, so yeah, just plow on in it. I don't hold back, guys. I really don't hold back. Speak your mind, Tiger. Speak your damn mind. But yeah, no, see, even like Kick is like that, but to a much worse degree as well. It seems where you sort of so much as breathe on Kick, and you get like 50 shysters just like sending you emails like, hey, do you want to join our streaming team or sponsorship, fucking whatever? And it's like, come on, I ain't got time for that bullshit. That sounds like a scam. Yeah, not doing it. So, anywho, sorry, I'm getting distracted and ranting. It's just kind of what I do. No apologies. So what I'm going to do now is, again, I'm kind of guessing this. I know the terrace goes outside, okay? So I've got to make sure I've selected the right objects. I'm in the right mode as well. So I'm in, this is object mode. That's it. And what I need to do actually is kind of, I think extrude this downwards, just up at a level. Join? I don't know actually. I need to take a punt on this one. I think if I just move it this way. Oh, by the way, so I'm designing this for Banter right now. It's just in case I wasn't clear from the start. And what I'm finding is that since yesterday's big release, stairs in Banter are phenomenal. They were right. They were not lying about the flexor body, so the physics model. In Banter now, it's really very exciting. You glide upstairs like nobody's business. The whole prospect of like building worlds and sort of Horizon worlds and Banter is very common to use like a hidden ramp object just to smooth out the steps. But actually, using Banter VR yesterday, they've made it so you can just walk upstairs and it's so fluid. And if you look at how they actually designed the flexor body, it looks so elementary, but it's one of those genius thoughts that's just so elegant. It works. And it creates this sort of smooth stairs transition. Really, yeah, I consider it when you see how they did it, because they do expose it, when you see how they did it on the tech videos, you'd be like, damn, that's some crazy spring physics nonsense. I love it. It's so good. And yet no one else has really managed to do that. I mean, other people will now because Banter have done it, of course. But yeah, it's well done. Well played. Okay, so I need to edit this object because I think this wall needs to extrude down a bit. So, yeah, if I just come in here, that's it, that's almost it. So I've got this, and I've got that, I think. Oh, am I multi-selecting these? One, two, these don't seem to be the right wall. Oh, are they not visible from the outside? Ah, oh, that's not good. Let me just, oh no, that's okay. I know. Oh yeah, so, what I would do is I'm gonna grab the edges, okay? And the edge, what? Am I daydreaming here? Yes, I am, but clearly didn't select the right things. So now if I just, I don't want to move them as such, I want to extrude them. I think it's extrude. Whoa! Extrude on the Z, and then down and snap to the edge. And I think that's gonna cut it. Yeah, it's gonna do it. And that means everything else is absolutely fine, but we've still got our outer edge. Yeah, that's tidy. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Right, let's just have a little look back at the chat and see what people say. Chat, the Quest headsets actually have like a cast to desktop feature. And they have like a see YouTube chat thing in it, but it just says like something went wrong. And I'd love to be able to have the chat in my headset and not go through PCVR. I'm not a PCVR user, guys. I do it hesitantly, and I hate using the umbilical or the Airstream. The idea of running VR on an external unit that's in the same house is just, it's old. It's old news. It's what we were doing sort of like 15 years ago. There's no reason to do it now. I've seen so many incredibly engineered worlds and apps that run well on a headset. There's no excuses apart from laziness now to be running PCVR. That's my opinion. No doubt opinions, right? But yeah, it's just silly. I mean, it's laziness on app designers and world builders' part to think that we need that extra resource. You don't. Just stretch your geometry right. And of course, Project Avalanche will be coming on at some point as well, so that's where sort of you've got real-time VR streamed experiences that will need to almost. If no one's tried Hyperscape, by the way, try Hyperscape, because real-time VR is definitely a thing already. It's here. It's just not many people know that it's here. I think a lot of people tried Hyperscape and assumed it was all running on the headset. It's not. It's actually running on a cloud server somewhere remotely and being beamed to you, and your sensors being sent up to the cloud as well. Phenomenal technology, really, really great. But again, it's done so subtly that people just didn't notice. I love that. It's fun. So I'm just going to quickly look at my reference model a sec. I can see that. That's not tailing for some reason. Can I? Oh. Okay. So I'm looking at it in Unity and I'm seeing it's in right mouse button. So that door's got to come up to about halfway on that. And that's, oh no, it's not halfway because I'm dealing with a larger model. I've got to watch the reference model that I'm working on is actually different dimensions to what I'm going to end up with now, which is why I'm kind of ignoring it a little. I've got a feeling these might be extruded too far, but yeah, I'm gonna just grab Z them up a bit. So if I can I just, oh yeah, I can. Oh, that's good. Fine tuning mode. So I'm gonna pull it up to about there, which means I'm gonna come out here, and then I'm gonna grab that on the Z axis and snap that to bareness, and that should be okay. So the next thing I've got to do now is I think inside this. Oh look, I've already done the edits here. That's good. That's wonderful. So now I've got to count how many subdivisions I've got to do here. Bloody hell. That's complex. Do I have to follow that exactly? I'm not sure. No, I could array that. So I'm looking at a reference model. I'm sorry if this makes no sense. I'm meandering to myself. Okay, yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I do need to raise this to a certain element. First I'm going to have to look at, right, how am I advertising this bit here to the outside? If I, shit. Face. I need to edit this. We need to go into faces. And I want to see if I can group these out. So I think it was it on Y? I don't know, we'll try it. Because if I do now a loop, cut, and slide on here, I want to see how that works. So I'm going to sort of guess it to be about here, I think, okay? If I just look on the other side, has that den there? It has not. But that's okay, that's not the end of the world. Because, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look and slide again. Okay, about, here, I guess? Yeah, here. And I'm just gonna leave that there. That seems about right. Where it is on the other side of this. Do we know that the top and the bottom are in line? In fact, I'm just gonna quickly check my reference and see. Yeah, that does go all the way to the top. That's lovely. Okay, so what I do now is I have to turn on X-ray. Just at the top right. And I'm gonna select this face. Now I need to select the face on this side. That's it. And then what I gotta do is I gotta do loop, cut, and slide. He comes in just here, okay? But it's gotta be on this face. I think I got it. No, not quite. Not the right face. Oh, you sent him again. I need two, I think. So, let's just pull that here. Am I even in the right object right now? It's crazy. I know the gaps. I think this mesh is too complex. Thinking. And also thank you to, Alona on the, YouTube, I think. Possibly, I don't know. I'm a little unclear on who's subscribing where, but thank you. It all helps. Now I'm gonna, shit, damn it. So let's just come in here, okay? And I'm gonna just work my way in here and I'm gonna say, right. Loop, cut, and slide. Do it. It needs to be just here. Why am I not able to do this? Is that a one-way? No, I understand. That's it, flannel. So, no! Why are you off all the way over there, dude? Just here. No. Is there what have we got? Have we got something else? That's a loop cut. That's a knife. So maybe I need the knife. Let's go. Let's go this way. Over this way. No. Oh heck. I don't even know. So. What? That's not what I wanted. Can we do vertex with this? So we're gonna say no. That's not really doing what I wanted at all. Kind of nice to know there exists, but it's not what I'm after. So let me just wait. Well, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? So, alright, never mind. What we... Hey... No. Yeah. We're gonna try something else. I am new to Blender, by the way, so if anyone's thinking what the hell are they doing, that's why. Okay, so now I hit this and I extrude that inwards to... It's just not enjoying life really, is it? Can I do it to edge? G, and it's on the x-axis, so I need to just... Oh, no, it's not G at all. It's extrude in. Oh, okay, that's kind of cutting it. So, I now need to get rid of that face. So I'll say, yeah, only faces. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh. Hang on. Have I just answered the question? Let's turn off this. Yeah, okay. And then... delete only faces. And then I need my vertices on, I guess. So... Oh, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. And then say so. And then here. And then here. And then here and then here. Face it. Okay, that's kind of done the job, to be honest. I'm okay with that. That's okay. That's fine. I do think maybe that might be a little tall. It feels a little bit too tall, but that's okay. It does feel a little bit too tall. I'm going to drop this down if I may. So if I can I do a loop cut on that one? Okay. And then we do a loop cut on that one. Oh, maybe I need to do edges, not vertices. That'll be good. So we've done, yeah, loop cut. Loop cut. Loop cut. Oh, yeah. 2, 1, 2. Of course, we've got these here. Then got that and that. This. And I'm sure there's one on this side, but I've missed two. It's kind of important to me. Oh. No, this seems to be okay. Well, let's try it. So if I say G and Z down, oh, I have missed. There is something missing. So Control Z. Oh no. Oh, I don't know at this stage. Let's just leave that as is. I don't want to get too torn up with that because that's like it's into a right old time sink. So if I just save that. Grand. Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. So. No? That's it. So. Okay, so let's jump back. Let's just check TikTok. Chris, Stitching Chris, hello. Wow. We have a Horizon celebrity among us. And hi. So that's interesting. So this doorway actually is dimensionally completely wrong. So I'm going to need to bring this down because this shouldn't be so far backwards, I believe. Yeah, let me just see if I can squish that old bad boy up. Come to G and break. Oh no, wanted it to the no to the Y to the Y. Oh, I think that's correct there. Possibly. Although, that said, there is actually a wall missing from here, I think, so I'm even have to come back to that. This is definitely too high. I'm now convinced. So if we go into filing here and here, let's go into bed selection, okay. More. That's fine. These are interesting. I need to really ideally bring this face down. I'm gonna see what happens if I just extenuate this and this. That bad. This comes from being a bit too particular at geometry. Which has been designed for artists. So, if I bring that and that down, could I do that? I mean, sure. I mean, it's kind of making sense, isn't it? It seems a bit short up, but okay. Let's just turn that back round. I mean, yeah, guess. And if I G that and pull it across the Y, just a little, just enough, then that should follow it around quite neatly. I think that's supposed to line up with that wall. So, oh, missed something. I bump. But this is where separating things out is going to come back to haunt me. So every time I'm doing these sorts of things, I always make one massive error in what I'm doing, and it really thwarts everything else. GX. Oh no, why? Class. Doesn't seem reliable, that thing. It's like there's a whole lot of Z root going on, but we'll find out. Because if I select that thing, once it say, well, yeah, I mean, it's in line, and everything here looks fine. Yeah, I guess. Okay, sure. For now, just click wrap, and then I guess I go like click, oh, G, X, no, Y, yeah, see, that's gonna come back to haunt it, so that's fine. I think we're gonna just open it up thus far, and then I'm gonna extend possibly the edge on this, G to the Y, okay. And I think that's probably about the right width, to be honest. That ball was always supposed to be a bit wide. Yeah. Right, let's do some little chat checks, see who's saying what where. So, I'm Clyde over on Twitch, lovely. Hey, how you doing? And then one of these icons, Serious Sloth, I love it. And then we've got no one saying if you're on YouTube, I don't think. Doesn't appear to be. Anyone on TikTok, guys? Anyone on TikTok? No one talking, no. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, let's carry on then. So, we need to do the wall in the terrace. Let's go hit save. And what we do, I thought I already subsectioned this, but apparently not. So, what we're going to do is we're going to loop cat slide on this. Loop. Oh no, I need to be in edit mode on that. And I did. Oh, that's random as shit. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, I could just, not that way. Not that way, chat. Right, there we go. Oh, that's good. That's tasty. That works for me. So if I now pull this and then extrude that upwards, so let's take it up on the Z. Don't worry about snapping for now. Oh, a little bit. What the heck was that all about? Just make sure it's on the Z axis. That's fine. And we're gonna take that just up to about sort of here-ish, I guess, because I'm freewheeling a lot of this, guys. It is gonna look slightly different from the one in Horizon, so don't be too surprised that the geometry doesn't match. But I'm done with being too precise. I really can't be bothered. So, I'm gonna just remove that wall here because I don't feel that wall is needed just there. So now we're gonna do a similar thing down here. So we're gonna loop cut and slide just here. pull this over here. Hit it again, heal that a little bit. I think probably that is enough, guys. Bango, bango. And then what I'm going to do is remove that face there. Okay, yeah. Remove faces. And we're going to remove faces, okay? And then what I want to do is I'm going to just check my reference model. So that wall is a little lower, but that's okay. We're going to extrude him upwards, just to about sort of there-ish. Okay? And then we're going to say, hey, from here to here. Okay, oh no, wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see you're a face. So we've just kind of pulled that in there. That's wonderful. So the other thing I need to do is on this bit, I need to remove that, I think. Yeah, and move faces. Yeah, I'm really like pedantic with geometry, like super. If there's a face that doesn't need to be there, kill it. It's because it's another thing that if you pay attention to your geometry while you build, it will be easier on the renderer because it's less faces that it has to render. And again, when it comes to geometry, it counts with importing things as well. That's super important, right? Super, super important. So let's have a quick look at the chats again. So, okay, no one say anything in Twitch. Anyone on TikTok? No one say anything in TikTok. That's okay. Oh, no, I see it. No, your pedantic on geometry fits already. Yeah, absolutely, mate. No, I believe that if you clean up as you go, then you know you can see that these are all one-sided things. If you're working in Blender by default, it shows you both sides, but you can turn on backface culling, which is what game engines do anyway. So when I turn it on, it appears that everything is tickety bone. For rendering in Blender, that's fine, right? You can do that, but you know, pay attention to your normals. That is the direction any face is pointing, because in a game engine, it only renders them on the one side, and that's super important. And I can see, like, here I've got another example. That face gotta go, and it's providing you clean these out. You know, you'll see all the best sort of 3D artists do pay attention to this sort of stuff. If you look to Rex Rod's builds, for example, there's a primary example in Horizons. He doesn't waste geometry. It's all very, you know, it's there, it's intent. Like, I can see this on the one side, and I need to go into this object now and actually probably kill this bit. That is a sort of it almost becomes a bit of an obsession. So if I just highlight that, it's just next faces you have to worry about the engine rendering. Gotta make sure you only delete faces though. Yeah, and again, when you're doing your UV mapping to put your textures in as well, if you're not worrying about texturing the faces that no one can actually see, then you're in a good place. Just noticed, look at this. There's a bit of a problem here. There's some Z ripping going on here. That's crazy. There's Z ripping on the invisible surface. So I'm just gonna delete that face. Yeah. And also this worries me. This is gonna cause, or would cause, some stretching if it was even visible. But the fact that it's not right is a problem. So I think I need to make sure my snapping is set to vertices. Okay. Yeah, vertex. I'm sorry. Yeah, the magnifying glass is on, and if I just grab that and centralize him just here, that should, if he's playing ball, it should snap to the vertice, and it's not. Ping, yes. Let's say I can only sit on the one side, so I'm actually not too worried about that. We just flipped a straight on view with X-ray. Excuse me. Maybe X. Yeah, there is. Okay, so we're now flat on, which is going to allow me to grab this, slide this. There you go. Vertex snapping just kicked in. I saw that. So we now have that done well. And then I've got this wall here, which appears to be a wall type, which is gonna have to get rid of that, of course. Here we go. If I get inwards, can I get in there? Oh, I'm in the wrong object, of course. So I need to select my terrace object. There is some subdividing of environments going on here, because I'm only sort of boxing at the moment. It's not harsh, but I am definitely paying attention to it. So at some point, guys, I'm expected to be able to edit this. Yeah, there's something I'm missing here. Some kind of joke. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. If I could delete that. Step. Then delete the edge. We should delete the face. Yeah, it's gone. Great, and then I just noticed, is there another edge down here? But does not need to be there. Yeah, there is. So, again, if I want to, and hopefully I'm not about to destroy something important. Oh, there's actually no edge there, so, yeah, that's all you need to know. Bingo. So, yeah, we're back to, yeah. So, save that a sec nervously, and then, yeah, I'm used to things crashing on me all the time. Cool, let's jump back. Twitch. Can I map keyboard keys to allow better movement of moving around 3D objects? I mean, there are what that I've got going on in the background, Clyde, actually, is I'm using a lot of keyboard shortcuts. So, I mean, a quick demo of this would be like a, with the snappy. What I can do is I can, for example, I can select at the top left, I can say, look, vertices, edges, and faces, and if I hold down shift, I can select any one that I click on. So if I click on the middle, I hit a face. If I click on the side, I hit an edge. Or if it's click on the individual vertex, I can do that. So you can do that, and that's fine. Switching to its specific mode is great if you just want to constrain what you're targeting. But in terms of key mapping, like for example, I can, that was me popping open a menu with Shift and A, and I can see make me a cube, and then I can sort of press G for grab, and then I can move it around. And Snappy is turned on, which is where it's quite flickery, but Control allows me to fine-tune move it without Snappy. And then if I say G and Z, right, you'll notice that blue line appears here, and that allows me to move up and down. And then if I sort of move it along the Y and about there, so X way on moved. There's a lot that I am doing in the background I'm not really talking about. But yeah, Blender is big on shortcut keys, but there are still some things which are not. But that's where your multi-menus come into play. So, like for example, you smack that F3 button. This is a top tip. A lot of people who are quite new to Blender don't realize they'll left in weeks view, and they're like, wow, this was here all along. And basically, if, for example, and I'll give you a demo here, if I just open up a cube, so if I put this to the side render view, probably me, we're going to focus on the cube for a sec. I would turn off X-ray. So it looks like a solid cube, right? But if I, oh shit, I know what I've done here, hang on, I've actually opened up this cube inside another mesh. That's not going to work, so if I just come out of that, so I'm using tab to flick in and out of object edit and layout. So for now, Control A, and I say, bring me a, what's it, a mesh. Let's do a cube again. So let's just drag him over here. Now, if I go into, like, S3, say I wanted that smooth shaded. I don't know what the benefit of that would be on a tube, but I could say like shade smooth by S3 and just type in smooth, and it comes up with all the contextual options I can apply right now that match that keyword. So you can see that changing that to shade smooth has now changed the smoothing. And that on a box isn't that obvious, to be honest. Looks alright, but you'll notice it more on sort of like, let's give you a demo here actually. So if I say bring me a mesh and it's a sphere, let's drag this over here. By default with slap shading, you can see all the individual sort of doodads, but if I F3 that and say smooth, and you can see in there, like the Shift and O, it actually gives you the shortcut key in there, which is quite nice. Blind tickle map, that didn't do jack shit. Oh no, yeah. So if I just go in here, if I say, is it Shift and O, let's see. Oh no, Shift and O, okay. Shift and O seems to open up a nice window. Very strange. This is not working in the way that I thought it would. Unless I'm just not. Oh no, that's working now. That was weird. Why wasn't it working before? Do I have something else selected? But you can see that's gone from the sort of the flat shaded. And you can still see the complexity of it from its edges. Look, it's still kind of like all over the place. But the actual shading of the object has now become so incredibly smooth. This breath freshener was messed up. Yeah. So if I change that back to shade, is it flat, I guess? I mean, that's fall off type. I didn't want fall off type, I'm sorry. That was the wrong shortcut. That would be why. To shade smooth, I could actually now change that back to shade, I think flat. Yeah, shade flat. You see there's no shortcut key for that, which is fine because I don't use it very often. I don't need it in the shortcut key there, but that changes it back to this mode. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, even like, you know, not just grabbing, you've got sort of siding, scaling, you've got rotations, but they can all be constrained on certain axes as well, so that's a useful thing to know. Blender is a lot more user-friendly than it used to be, right? It used to be horrifically difficult, and it still to some degree is. But it's familiarization. That the one thing I would say about Blender is get used to what it can do and the different techniques that are in it. And I'm still learning more every day. I really am. Like I was trying some fluid simulation the other day and cloth simulation, of which I'd like to do too. For example, put throws on top of sofas. So you can just like drape a cloth across it and it'll just conform to the sofa over a little simulation. You just take that state of it being conformed and suddenly you've got a really nice looking sofa. Or the sofa is not nice looking, but the cloth over it creates a really nice sort of shape. And you see people do this in things like VRChat, you know, professional 3D modelers do this. Where they actually just create these simulations and then they just take them in a still frame and say, right, we're going to just put that in and now we're going to bake light onto it so it looks even better. He creates some incredibly photorealistic stuff. And this is one of the things, it's like, you know, we've seen the work of good artists on Horizons and the stuff that they can do, and it's excellent. And I want to be sort of going down those avenues and encouraging other people to do so, because I think Horizons gets a lot of jip from VRChat, and almost deservedly so, because, you know, we are building with primitives. But you know, at some point when those gates open for everyone, having the right knowledge and the skills out there will allow people to put together some incredible experiences. Yeah. But again, for now, this is really destined for banter right now. But you never know. It could end up coming into Horizon Worlds at some point. Because at the end of the day, it's only a mesh, right? It's only a mesh. So the material assignments will be different, I guess, because on Banter, I'm still trying to work out how that works. But the differences are, from what I'm aware, that on Banter you have direct access to Unity, and I've not heard that's a thing on Horizons. So, and with that, you can play with all kinds of material assignments in Banter, because they're all in Unity. And actually, that brings me on to the next point. The version of Banter that we use inside the version of Unity we now use for Banter is the 2022 edition, 0.3 point something or other. I do have it in one of my videos, but I've just installed it this morning as well. But that's a serious upgrade. And what was really comforting as well was to hear that the Banter team are actually playing with Unity 6 now in sort of closed testing. They're nowhere near ready to roll it out, but Unity 6 is like cutting bloody edge. There's so many new features with it, including things like the way that lighting works. You know, Unity will always be, I think, few steps behind Unreal for sure, but they are both evolving. They're both very viable game engines. And you know, they have different pros and cons as well. But I haven't worked enough with Unity to be really comfortable drawing on those comparisons and telling you my thoughts on them. I can only tell you Unity. Right, okay, so that's now done this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to... Gosh, I should really put the wall at the end. This thing needs to be divided out, I think. If we go in here, I need to bring a loop cut possibly here. So loop, cut, and slide. And I need to redo that about, I think here, I'm kind of doing this incredibly imprecisely. But whatever. So that should be fine there. And if I just go into select faces, faces. Oh yeah, it's already selected. So if I just say delete that, yes, delete faces. And delete that face. Yeah, and then delete that face. Any faces. Yeah, great. And then I need to kind of almost make a face here, I guess, because otherwise that's going to look very odd. So, I need to extrude from this edge outward, which is what I'm going to do now. So, just noticed some random crap going on down here, which is left over from what I just did. Yeah. Whoa. That could be useful to me, actually. That could be very useful to me. Can I make an edge from here to here? Oh, there is an edge. Great. So if I extrude that edge out, oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. And then I can extrude that edge up to here. Yeah, once you get the hang of snapping in Blender, it really does open up. That's a bit like snapping in Horizons. But snapping is a major point of contention, but you just gotta use it to get used to it. And in Horizons, it's like adaptive. It'll just snap to like anything, like, you know, edges or snap points or whatever, right? Vertices, I'm sorry. But in Blender, you've kind of got to understand what you're snapping to. So, yeah, you have a lot of choices. So, can I multi-select? No, I can't multi-select. So, yeah, snapped it closest to me because it increment, which is your generic snapping to a grid unit. A grid. Fine, snaps to the actual grid rather than just increments based upon a measurement. And then you've got like vertex, edge, and face. And to be honest, the other ones, edge, center, I haven't used these, but they kind of do make sense. And edge I find quite useful at the moment when I'm dragging edges around. So, okay, so that is now done there. And the last thing I think I need to do is another loop cut and slide, which is going to be on this object. So, loop, cut, and slide. And you are going to be... Oh, I'm having trouble seeing that. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be just like, hold down control just to temporarily disable snapping. It is, I can see it. It's nowhere near my cursor, but I think that wall is going to be like here. And then what I can do is select faces, so it's because of the shading. If I move that up, so I need to just quickly check the reference and see. So I think that wall is slightly taller than the opposite one. So if I just extrude that now and come upwards, I should be able to see I can snap back to the height of the wall. So I'll start there, but then I'm gonna sort of grab it on the Z, move it just up a tad more. There you go. So this is of course going to have these spiky sort of prop things along here. It's just nice. I'm going to do them as a separate mesh. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the array tool in here. Yeah. And yeah, when we come to actually do like the spikes on the walls that are out here and then along here, we're going to use mesh. The same with the splines or the ribs, if you like, down the side of the main hall. We're going to use an array tool on that. So just as a quick sort of preview of what I've got in mind, if I just sort of come out of any edit modes and then go back into layout. So if I now go at A and I create a mesh, and that mesh is going to be, let's say a cube. I'm going to scale that right down because it does not need to be that big. Do that over here. We're going to go to a sideways view now. And if we grab him and snap him upwards, right, yeah. So let's just come in. Don't know the snap points up there, but okay. Just cheer that and down. Wait, well, I mean, because we're close, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale that down a little bit more to like, okay, there. And then I'm going to come down again. I'm going to scale it down a little bit more. And again, this isn't an exact measurement, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go from the side. Oof, wrong side. I can see some more Z ripping going on here. I'll have to sort that out, but that's okay. Again, that's the advantage of cleaning up surfaces you don't need as you go. So if I... Interesting, that's it. Tiny, tiny box. Or did I make it bigger? I'm so lost. There. Where is the cube? There's the cube. Where is the cube? I feel like Megatron. There. Where is the cube? Where is the Allspark? Fuck. So what I'm going to do, this shading is really hard to work with. I'm going to take this back to some of this shading. So I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. So I just come into edit mode here. I'm going to select that face. Go to the sideways view then. And then I'm going to just quickly grab that. No. Yes, no, because I'm grabbing one face. So if I drag him down to about here. Does that look right? Yeah, I mean, he's definitely blocked. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And then I'm going to grab this face. This is not perfect, but I'm going to grab him up to sort of on the Z-axis, top edge here. And I'm going to come out of object edit mode. I am going to do this thing called, I think it's Control A, which applies the scale. Apparently it's really important. And then I'm going to grab it along the X-axis, which is this one, red one. And then we'll see. Oh, okay, that's great. So, what's interesting is that appears to be, is that inside out? It is, it's inside out. So when we have an inside out object, we just select all inside, and then we bring up the old quick search, and we say type normal, and you can say, type flip, I think. Flip. So it's in the mesh normals and flip. I'm going to do it right now. There we go. So we've now turned that the right way around. And that's one of the advantages of working with backface culling turned on, because if you were to import that into a game engine thinking that was a solid object, and it was flipped for some reason, and that's probably because I sized it to a point where it flipped itself inside out, which is of course something again you can't do in Horizons, it doesn't let you, but in 3D apps, yes, you absolutely can. You can do a -1 scale and that will flip an object. So now we've done that, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to do a very quick array. So we're going to go by G, and on the y-axis, we're going to start here, okay? Actually, here. And this is not perfect, guys, I will come back to this. So this is something that I was doing in Power Builder. There was a really great tool called Power Array, which is not part of Power Builder. So Pro Builder, Pro Array, which allows you to use a reference object and then array. So what do we mean by that? Well, we have array tools in Horizons, of course, but what we can do in Share is in the modifiers menu. We've actually got under the generate section the array tool, and this is a really powerful tool. So what we can do is I can say, I did count, when I was doing a previous remodel of this, I did count every single individual spline, and I knew exactly how many there were. I think it was like 45 or something. So yeah, I'm sticking a fixed count of 45. And you can see that they are laid right next to each other. Oops. Really solidly. I'm going to hit save as well in the background. So yeah, that array, all those objects appear to be like one. But if I change the factor on it, you can actually split apart. Like, that's fucking cool. But I don't want them to go on the X, right? I want them to go on the Y, I think. So if I just set that to 0, and I set that to like 1 there. Oh, okay, it's going to have to go reverse direction. So if I say like -1, okay, I was typing that in on the side. So now if I see -3, what have we got? Okay, so we've got something that's forming something there. So now I can use this, and this is a really nifty sort of slide feature. If I just slide in here, I can actually just do it like that. Okay, so I can tell that that's -3, 200, and -3, 300. So I think the answer is going to be -25. So yeah, -325, and let's see what happens. So now that's not quite there, I know what I'm saying, but we're going to see that's -3.26. Let's see what happens. Oh shit. Like 3.26. Okay, 3.265 maybe. We're bloody close, guys. I'm just being pedantic. Yeah, I think that's good enough, to be honest, for now. That's good. That's good. That works. That works for me. So if I save that now, that's wonderful. So the advantage of doing an array like that is that the array is just a referential, okay? So for example, if I select my master object, I hit tab, Look at what happens when I do something fun like this. What? Let's just unconstrain it off the Z and go wild with it. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on there, because by editing the one object, it's basically having an effect on everything. So if I just undo that and I think, and re-tab that. So what I now need to do is go side on. If I may, I'm going to go back into X-ray mode just so I can see what I'm doing. I do need to grab on the Z-axis and pull it down just a little bit. Now I'm not seeing the rest of the thing, so it'll be that's madness. I'm sorry. It's because I haven't got just the one side selecting. It's because I'm selecting it all. So let's just do that. Yeah, okay, wonderful. Go back to the. Okay, grab it, Z it down, and I think I can never remember how to do this, but I think that's probably about right there. And then I'm going to use extrude. Okay. Well, I can pull him up here, but I can rotate him like so. So now just. Oh, no, I don't have snapping on rotation, sadly. So what I can do, if I've done that, I can see like 90. Now, shit. Extrude. And that's just up to sort of here. Fine. And then I rotate. And I'm going to say 90. Let's see what happens. Now, okay, so minus 90. Oh, I don't even bloody know that. Let's say 90 again. Okay, well, let's try moving him sideways. Oh, he's not enjoying that. Right, okay. No, I see. So if I rotate, and I've got to say rotate on the what? The y-axis? So y. And then we see 90. No. Minus 90. And then grab it and pull it. And, okay, I mean, you can kind of see what's going on here. It is working. But it almost needs a bit of smoothness to it. But as a prototype, I'm relatively happy with that sort of movement. That works for me. But I've got to constrain that move, of course, on the x-axis. So let's do that now. Let's move into about here. And then we just extrude again. Then if I just pull that across to the snap point just here, which I think is the wall, then you should see I've now got like all this sort of the ribs of the Losis. I never actually called them anything, like splines, ribs, I don't really know what they are. But that's kind of cool. And again, you know, hey, if I wanted to get rid of the faces on these things, I absolutely could. So by just doing this, and then if I select this, I might go into the face on. Again, you know, this is just grey box at the moment, guys. I'm probably going to bring a lot more curvature into the remodeled one at some point, but right now, I gotta be honest, hands in the air, I am struggling with just getting it looking right, to be honest. So I'm saying only faces there, so I've removed the back sides off these things now, so if you look at it dead on, you can entirely see it in sort of maybe perspective or orthogonal. I think orthogonal you wouldn't be able to see it at all if I got the angle just right, but it's quite nice. So I'm going to save that, and we are rocking. So, Windows. How do we do Windows, guys? I think we're going to make an object, and we're going to use it to Boolean cut through another object. Jeez. Boolean subtractions are fine, but I prefer being in a bit more manual control of it than just like showing a block through another block and saying, hey, go and problem solve that. But you know, whatever, it's valid. It's a valid technique. And maybe I just need to get over myself. So if I just come out of here, so let's have a little look. How does that look from inside? Turn off I think 45 was roughly right. So you can definitely see we've got the ribs in there. Now, again, if I did want to make these skinnier or whatever, or make less of them, I can, because they're all right off one. So I may just decide that's too many, and I'll need to put these cuts out in the middle as well. So, okay. Oh man, I'm so tired I might go back to bed at the street. What is it? It's not even lunchtime. Oh, it's late lunchtime. Guess what? I got chicken nuggets for lunch. I am so happy with that. And I do like all the chicken nuggets with like hot sauce. Yeah. Good. Okay, just gonna quickly check the chats as well. Sorry, I'm working on one screen, so sorry if I'm being a little bit ignorant. So TikTok, who have we got? Thank you, Matty. Yeah, I see Matty. We've got Matty over on TikTok. Yeah, I've been great. Thanks, mate. Really great. Just sort of in the middle of a week off work right now, so it's Wednesday. We'll be back to work on Monday now. So, but I'm making use of my time. I've been sort of putting off a lot of this sort of 3D modeling, if I'm being honest, but I'm definitely pushing on. The thing is that I know when I get my concentration, when I get my focus, I will be very, very fast at it. But as you know, I waffle a lot. My focus is like not good. My focus is not good, mate. It's yeah, I tend to procrastinate and waffle, just wander off and not come back to things, which is definitely a problem. But yeah, how have you been anyway, Matty? You been good? Okay. What I might have a go at here is the back wall section. Okay, let's do this. You ready? So I'm gonna say that's a cube. That's the I'm gonna call that the main wall. Yeah. Ribs. So I'm calling them ribs, but ribs is a good description, I guess. So if I add a new object, and the object's going to be a mass, it's going to be a cube, less gigantic cube. So if I scale that down, and I'm going to have to grab this and place him here, and I don't again have an exact measurement for these things, but I'll know roughly to taste if it's right or wrong. Shit, really. Okay. And one of the quite nice things about not having exterior walls as well as I can see through them when I'm designing without having to mess around with visibilities, right? So let's just bring myself in. I'm going to get this entire back wall here. So those of you who are familiar with the back wall of the Lotus, it is a strange old pan. So if I just let's jump back to here. Cool. Good to hear you've been alright, Matty. So I'm going to just pull this cube a little closer. So we're going to G and YM along to here. Now I do probably need to edit this because again, this is going to be a raid. There's going to be a lot of back faces on this. Okay, so I need to make sure that there is no back face. So it's the only faces to remove that. And then we have to select the edges on that. Okay. So we like that and that, and then we grab that with his zigs, and then we slide it along the Y with a bit of a fine tune. So I think that's probably okay. That's okay. We need some depth to it, okay, because of what we're about to do. But oh no, actually looking at it from the side, that looked completely wrong. Yeah, sure. That looks a bit better. So some depth is good. I might go a little bit more generous there. I fucking love chicken nuggets. Who else loves chicken nuggets, right? Like, it can't just be me. I'm sure everyone loves chicken nuggets. Like, seriously. Right. Okay, so oh man. Wait. Sorry, just breathe a little bit. So if I now look at dimensioning that, so I need to go Y back face. Of course, everything is staring right at me. So, oh, okay, that's okay. So if I del, yikes. Okay, this isn't going to make much sense until I just get started. So let's scale that down. I think that's probably about right. And grab this down to this bottom edge here, and that's going to be our sort of origin object, if you like. It's not very well lined up, and that almost doesn't matter to me, to be honest. Almost. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add 2 array modifiers, okay? So we are going to have probably a fixed count that we're gonna go, I don't know, 20. And then we're gonna bring the X back in this way. We've got to try and work this out. So I think the X has got to be 1, at -1, I'm sorry. And that's the offset of each object from each other. And I've got to watch out which wall that runs up to, because it doesn't need to run any more than it needs to. So if I just quickly use this opportunity to G and Y slide all the way down to here, I guess. Oh, I'm getting a bit far away and I can't really see what I'm doing. Environment is it's got problems with what I'm doing here, it seems. View to center view to cursor, align active camera, toggle local view. I'm gonna just quickly Google this because there's gotta be a way that I can be on Blender, move view to selected object. So elect. Tray pressing dot. Okay, so nope, that didn't work. As it say on the numeric history, how to focus on the selected object. Without knowing the specifics of the layer feature, try pressing dot on the numeric keypad. I don't have a numeric keyboard. Cursor remapping. Oh, show non-hidden objects 3D view. Press home. Local view. Okay, so you can also press the slash on your keyboard to get a local view of the selected object. Will pop you back to the scene view. Okay, so if I do this, oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that. Look at that. Okay, it's kind of in the right direction, but unfortunately it sort of hides everything else. But I like that. That's a new trick. So that's the I think it's a forward slash. I'm not sure. It's the slash on the bottom row of my keyboard. But that sort of just makes everything else disappear. And if I press it, it toggles it. That is sexy as fuck. I love that. Okay, cool. All right, let's just come down here. So this needs to be generally correct. If I say right. So count needs to be higher. Oh. Can I use decimals? 23.5? No. Sorry, it's like, don't be stupid. You can't have decimals. I love it. Although I get the feeling that might be too many tiles. Let's try separating that. So if I do 1.1, what happens? Oh, I mean, no? Maybe? I don't know. We'll know. We'll know. So if I... Oh, wow. Okay, no. So that's fine. So I need to now make a new array modify, which is here. And I can name these. That's cool. So that's it. Array underscore. Oh, that. An array underscore. Oops. Let's go Horrors. Okay, wonderful. Now, of course, the array isn't actually vertical just yet, so we need to take that back to 0, and then I think this needs to be possibly, is it 1? Not sure. Yeah, okay. So that's the factor. The count needs to go up until we literally fill it up. That's perfect. That's wonderful. Okay, so that's going to be 1 point... What was he? 1.01. Actually, this back to minus 1.01. See what happens. So we have ourselves a lovely pattern going on here. So that's cute. So yeah, I liked that. I liked that shortcut. That's nice. It was really nice. Good stuff. Okay. And then we just dive over to yeah, right. So we've got the wall isolated. That's nice. No back faces on it either, which is just wonderful. So now I need to do something which, I guess, deforms every object just a little. Can I do that? Is there a object offset caps? let's go into here and say, Blender, array, rotate every object randomly. Individual rotation of the array modifier, random rotation of array objects. Okay, there. Ooh, that's nice. Possible to randomize the objects when carrier using duplicates. You're able to individually apply modifiers. Without applying the array adapter, you can either play it, separate the planks into their own objects. Is also the object randomized transform. I'm not happy with that answer. That doesn't seem right. To make an array with random rotation. Geometry nodes can help. Oh, geometry nodes. But something I haven't dealt with yet. Let's just make sure these are the up-to-date answers. I can randomly rotate each iteration arrayed object on their own axis. The array modifier gives every element the same transform with respect to the previous one. A matrix multiply. Sometimes it would be useful to have some sort of additive step per element. Instead, various alternates can be made with geometry nodes. Okay, so people are really loving geometry nodes, and this might be the key to. I think I know in Pro Builder in Unity, of course, you can I believe apply different rotations. That is a thing. But yeah, it's I don't think without going into like node editing, it's not possible in it's not possible in Blender maybe. Alright, so that's another thing I need to add to my list of geometry nodes, guys. I need to learn geometry nodes as well as the shader node system as well. But to be honest, I really want to learn shaders that actually run inside Unity, because I'm not going for renders. Don't forget, I'm not trying to render what I'm doing here. I'm trying to output it to a game engine. So yeah, it's no good using sort of all these fancy tricks that work well inside Blender. If actually what I'm supposed to be doing is importing them into another game engine. Hard. Right, how long have we been doing this for, guys? Because I think am I doing either a nap or just a break? So I might just can the stream. But hey, as long as you guys have enjoyed the stream, that's the main thing. I'm going to start doing more Blender streams while I work, so you guys can watch while I figure this crap out. I'm by no means any form of an expert in here. I know enough to be dangerous, but I'm looking to get better at it, of course. Thank you very much all for tuning in. I'm going to cap the stream now, I think. So yeah, see you later. I didn't sell you. Okay, TikTok streams down. Okay, goodbye everyone else. Thank you very much everyone for subscribing, by the way. Much appreciated. Yeah, I think my biggest chance so far is YouTube, but I'm trying to grow on Twitch as well. Bad for people, I'm trying to grow. But thank you very much everyone who has subscribed. It means a lot. Cool, right, yeah. See you later, and again, if you see me in the metaverse, say hello. I do short tutorials every now and then. Hopefully they're helpful to people. I do love getting sort of good feedback from them as well, so yeah, okay. See you later.